Hi, my name is Dolores Hirschman from DoloresHirschman.com. I am a coach, writer, and a speaker. And today I want to talk about Design Alliance. First of all, let's talk about this, goals and intention. Whenever you embark yourself in a project, in a new business, even a new relationship, or a new classroom if you're a teacher, it's important to understand, first of all, what is your intention? So what is the best outcome of this experience? It could be a 1-minute conversation with someone, it could be a year-long program. It really doesn't matter. The structure is always the same. So you have to be clear on who do you want to be during that relationship and what is the best possible outcome. At the end of that experience, what do you want to have accomplished? So here's some objectives if you want. Which brings us to goals. So the intention is more the emotional outcome of that relationship, while the goals are more, if you want, the tangible milestones that can be accomplished during that time with that person or that team or that project. So it's important to understand what do you want to accomplish? And these are more really 1, 2, 3. And not just goals in general, but by when. So there's a time associated with these goals. By mid-year, I want this if it's a year-long project. By halfway through the conversation, if it's only an hour-long conversation. Having set up these goals ahead of time will work as a roadmap towards guiding you to meeting them as along the way. Now, if you're working with another person or a team, and this is true when you're working, let's say, with a mentor, if you are a mentee, or you're working with a coach, if you're the client, or if you are the coach, or you are the leader in a group of people. It really doesn't matter. It's always important to design the alliance when you're working with other people. Now, Design the Alliance has two parts. There's a logistical side of it. And this is more to do with when are we going to meet? How are we going to meet? Are we going to meet by phone, in person, on Skype? For how long are we going to meet? And also, like, what do I do if I'm running late? Just set the details or the logistical details of how to deal with any eventuality that might come through. So the other part of this is more the relationship you want to have with this person or this group of people. And in this relationship, you need to train them on who are you and what brings your best self. Now, let me just do a little parenthesis here. When you're designing the alliance, you sometimes will do it in a way that you're not telling necessarily the other person, I'm designing this alliance, but you do it in the conversation. But let's say that you're working with a team or you're working in a classroom. It's actually great to model the design of the alliance. Imagine if a teacher goes into the classroom and says, this is who I am, and this is how I best work. You know, it's easy to expect then that the children, if they want the best version of that teacher, will accommodate or will create the context for that teacher to shine. And by modeling it and not only doing it, but teaching the how to, you are teaching those students, or in the case of a corporation, the team, to do the same with the people around them as well. So the other big part of our Design Alliance is accountability. Ooh, I'm running out of the paper here. So accountability feeds into these goals. So if you're working with a team or in a classroom or one-on-one, you want to teach that other person on how to hold you accountable. Because the goal of this relationship is that the experience together will set some goals, will have some desired outcomes. And if you design a way to hold each other accountable, then those goals are more likely to actually occur. So for now, I want to say goodbye with this thought of try to walk through your life and start designing the alliances all over your life, not just at work, but design the alliance with your children, design the alliance with your friends and your spouse. It's a way of communicating with the other person in a way that allows for each party to show up with the best version of each other. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you.